Broadcasting live from upstate New York, a technology talk show that puts you and your questions first. It's Tech Talk Live.
Yeah, baby, it's Tech Talk Live, coming to you live from upstate New York. I'm Flipper.
I'm JJ. Pick me up.
There we go. Wrong mic.
I'm JJ.
Yeah, you're JJ, all right. So, anyway, Tech Talk Live. Oh, hi.
Oh, hi, Oscar. How are you, buddy? Scott's back in the house.
Yes, and he's
You missed JJ this week,
yeah, evidently. He misses everybody. He loves company.
right?
So, anyway, we're Tech Talk Live, and we are a computer talk show, technology talk show, geared around you, the user. So, you know, if you got questions, or if you want to give us a call, or if you want to talk about what we're talking about, please give us a call at
315-220-0692.
Or if you want to... Was that you or me?
That was me.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead.
I'm like, is that a phone call already? All right, well, that'd be great.
Reach out to us at an email.
At techtalklive@gmail.com. We got an email from Bubby this morning because he was like, hey, what type of tablet do you think I should buy? So I was like, hey, we're going to do a back-to-school special this week because it's that time to buy for back to school.
Gotta love it.
So it's definitely time to buy.
Get the paychecks cashed and the bank account's fired up and the credit card's ready to go.
Yeah.
Do some purchases this week.
You got it. I love it. So, hey, if you happen to be listening live, you can check us out, and you can hit the chat button on our live feed, and we're actually going to be able to see it now that we got it all squared away, so we know how to do the video and look at the chat all at the same time without actually replaying the video. So
Awesome.
So I actually see the chat window as we're talking, so if you got questions or whatever. Hey, you want to get into the drawing? Uh-oh.
I got it.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
I'm hoarding it.
Yes. We got, at the end of the month, we're going to give away a free $25 gift certificate to iTunes.
All you gotta do is call in
And
send us an email.
Yeah, give us something. So
Just say hi and get your name in the drawing.
Oh, I yelled at Bubby for just saying hi.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, he just like, I just want to be in the drawing. I'm like, come on, give me something, you know?
Right.
Talk to me. You know, he didn't necessarily want to, so. But anyway, so back to school. We're there. We're ready to go back to school. We got, you know, if you got kids, they're heading back to school. If you're, you know, maybe you're heading back to college yourself.
Right.
Okay. Lots of technology out there that can help you and your kid out or whoever out to get back to school and do it right.
And get some apps to go along with it.
Right. There was a bunch of apps.
Yeah,
I was like, holy cow, there's just so much out here. What would I recommend? I don't know. So I started picking and choosing. So
Nice. What do you want to do first? I got some Android tablets.
Well, we could start that off first.
That was
that's really
one of our questions.
Yeah, well, Bubby wanted to know what type of Android tablet, and you know, I'm like I said, I'm still getting used to this whole video thing, trying to put stuff up on screen, take it off, put it up, and make it fast so that we can do it quickly. So I really don't have any pictures to throw up there yet, but as far as like Android tablets, as far as like what's really good for back to school and what's actually good for home use and you know maybe what you like to do at home or whatever.
Right.
You can get the iPad's really nice. Don't get me wrong. I really like what you've done with your iPad. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a really nice feature and it really does a lot of stuff. You know you know, so I concede that you know anything is not so bad. So
Right, exactly.
so you know,
what was the other one? iPad, iPhone, iPad, or something,
what I used to say?
Right.
Oh yeah, iPad, iPhone, iCrap. Yeah,
Or something like that. Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, I just never really got into it because I was so upset. You know, here's the thing. Let's get into psychology 101 for a second, I guess.
Right.
I guess my big problem with the whole thing was that a lot of Mac users and people that had these devices were always touted, and these people that were out there that were selling these things were just telling people, don't worry about viruses. You don't have to worry about viruses.
Right.
Because they're made for Windows, you know. And lo and behold, one of the biggest secretive, you know, botnets in history that you know was such a big effect, 650,000 infections, which was practically unheard of before
all one shot.
All one shot, bang! It was all on Mac and iPhone and iPad. It's like really. Well, I think you need to change your tune.
Right, exactly.
Now, as far as the product goes, I really like it. I mean, iPad does have a lot of nice features.
It does.
I'm not going to argue. I mean, especially Siri. You know, you can.
I love Siri.
Yeah.
She's my newfound friend.
I was going to say, your mistress, right?
Don't tell the wife that.
I think she already knows.
She doesn't like her too well. So
already. Really?
Yes.
Why is that?
The voice recognition part just gets her all the time, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean device recognition?
Well, I think it's more tuned to. I think it learns how you pronounce things as you go, and then you have somebody else who uses it, and it just doesn't quite understand what you're saying.
Oh,
so it gives you a different listing of what you actually want.
I see. So it's really a personalized experience.
It seems to be, yes.
Hi, meet my new girlfriend.
Hi, meet Siri.
Yes. I put a ring on it.
Anyway.
Where are we going with this? I don't know.
Right, exactly.
No, but anyway, tablets and laptops are really a big thing for going back to school. There's a lot of tablets out there. Probably the top 5, I think, would probably be the Google Nexus 7. Is really rated really high. It's $200 for an 8 gig model, $249 for a 16 gig model. It comes with the Android Jelly Bean operating system on. It's a quad-core Tegra 3 processor. It's really a nice tablet for being a 7-inch model. I mean, it really does a lot of nice stuff. You can get the Google Play Store on there. You can also get the Amazon Bookstore. And it also has an app that's free to download to give you the textbook store like we were talking about last week.
Right.
The new textbook format. So going back to college, you can actually rent your textbooks for like $1 or $2 or whatever, just for the class instead of spending $200-$300 on books.
Right, exactly. Yeah,
so I mean that's just like a huge
up.
that's like a huge savings for people. So finally, technology that helps not only the publisher, because I mean they get some of that royalty kickback,
obviously,
but they're not having to publish paper books that are this big,
right, cost effective.
Yeah, so
a little bit.
So the Google Nexus 7 is right on the top of the list, I think, for my idea, because you can really take it with you. It's only 7 inches, so you're only talking, if you're watching on screen, it's only about that big by that big. Pretty much you can put it in a purse if you got a purse. If you got a small man purse, you can put it in there as well. Purse? Yeah, I had a man purse once. It was pink.
Nice.
Yes, and people drew on it and gave me best wishes. It was the man purse that they gave me at the hospital.
And
I threw it out. Next topic, right? The Kindle Fire, of course, the Amazon Kindle Fire, you can't really do as much with it as you'd like to with a normal tablet, but the Kindle Fire does have a nice feature for doing books and homework, and it even comes with an Office product. Hey, check it out. Guess who that is? He's probably not even watching the show to find out what we're talking about. You're on Tech Talk Live. First name, where are you calling from?
Oh, I wonder if this is Snide.
Yes, how you doing, Pops?
Hi, Snide.
Hey, hi guys, how you doing? I'm watching it live.
Oh, are you watching it live? All right, cool. So, what's up, man? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm doing real good. I got a couple of pillows to put against my chest so when I cough.
Right. Right. So, I mean, you're really doing pretty good, right?
Yeah.
Back home, right?
Yeah, I'm home.
Very good.
I do about 3-4 walks a day.
Oh, good.
But anyway, did you guys review this thing about the Samsung and iPad?
I don't know what you're talking about, Pops.
The lawsuit?
The lawsuits and everything?
Apple just won against Samsung.
Oh, I didn't even get that.
Samsung won against the other. And
I didn't even know that was out there. What?
Yeah, the results came back last night, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. Well, Apple won against Samsung. Copyright infringement in regards to the Galaxy phone.
Oh,
the smartphone. Yeah.
Really? It's all because of the design, or what was it?
I think violation of
design and apps and stuff.
Right. And if not mistaken, they were awarded like $1.09 billion in damages or something like that due to.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I really wow. What is this world coming to? That's nuts.
So,
I mean,
copyright infringement.
well, I can understand that to a certain degree. Okay, I really can. But I mean, wow, 1 point some bill. Just say it with me, billion dollars. Yeah, that's just nuts. That is just nuts. I don't know. So anyway, so they won. So Apple won against Samsung.
In the Galaxy. Bye-bye, Galaxy.
Yeah, pretty much off the thing.
Right. So if you got your Galaxy phones, keep them because they're probably going to be
worth a lot of money
down the road. Right.
So how's everything else going? I mean,
Well, everything is going good. I mean, exercising and taking my pills and doing my spearmeter or whatever the heck they call it.
And how was the technology in your procedure? What did you think of your?
How is my technology?
How was that technology?
what did you think of the hospital and all the technology?
Right.
Well, their technology was something else, you know. From years ago when Grandpa had it done until now, it's like day and night.
Right.
Let's see, got to get my breath.
Right.
When I was in the operating room, for the time I went in the operating room till I got out, it was about a grand total of 4 hours. ICU, woke up in ICU. So.
Right. So.
I gotta take the earmuff off because it's a delay. But anyway, like I said, here I wake up with all these tubes and wires and everything else out of me, and pain. As far as pain goes, there was very little pain. You know, they didn't have me doped up a lot, but they did give me pain relievers and all that.
Right.
Nice. We should have got it. We should have got a camera on Snide laying there.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
Laptop. I'm not laying there. I'm sitting at the kitchen table.
No, we should have gotten a live. We should
live feed from the house.
Yeah, well, right. I thought maybe you might have come up and took some pictures. I thought of that, you know?
Right.
I wasn't going to violate their policies up there because that's one of their policies in there.
I don't think there's no policies of cameras.
Oh, yeah, there is.
With all these cell phones and everything, don't give me that.
Oh, yeah, they got a bunch of them up there. So.
Well, I mean, Karen had cell phones, and I had cell phones, and all that stuff, and don't tell me that you couldn't have took a picture. How do you think they got Harry naked? Was there a violation of cell phones there?
That technically would have been, yes. So,
you know, that was an insider job.
Evidently.
Right.
So how's JJ doing since I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks?
JJ's doing good. Doing good.
Yeah.
Back the evening, so no more conflicts on the mornings, on Saturday mornings. So
he'll be back with us most of the time.
Well, I was just going to say I started a call here to get the call 911 to get the number for 411 so I could find out what the number to the TechTalk live show was.
The number is
315-220-0692.
Give us a call.
Yeah. Well, I did. I thought I'd do a little of the show here with you at home. Hopefully next week. I says after I go see the cardiologist.
Right.
And
take your time.
Take your time and heal. Correct.
Yeah, we want you better before you're pushing it too far. You know.
Well, I just got to take my time. Is what I do. It's just nothing that I just can't go full bore.
Hey, Oscar's keeping your chair warm for you anyhow.
Who is?
Oscar.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, as far as all the technology goes in the hospital, I just couldn't believe, you know, here I was supposed to go in and have stints, and then Friday morning say, oh, you're going to have open heart.
Hey.
Bang, I was in and out in ICU, and then they were going to keep me in the ICU an extra day. They shoved me right upstairs.
They wanted to get rid of you.
Right. Well, you should have heard him. As soon as they took the ventilator off and he was awake, oh my God, he was going off about everything.
Harassing the poor nurses.
He was just doing the whole nine, man. I'm telling you.
No, they all done a beautiful job up there, and they were all great people. So you can't ask for better people that, you know.
So in other words, you're giving them a big shout out. You're giving Rochester General up in Rochester, New York, a big shout out because they are one of the best or the best heart hospitals
in the area. Correct.
Yep.
Right.
So if you need things done about your heart or cardiovascular, there's a place to go.
Well, there was a woman in there that had a quad bypass and plus fixed her one lung.
Oh, nice.
Boy, I tell you, and she was doing fine.
Good. See, that's
He
amazing.
wasn't in the same room as I was. Don't worry.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
we were talking about school supplies and all these good things.
Well, we were talking about tablets, and we were on that part of it, trying to do back to school because, it's time to purchase back to school stuff. If you're not buying this week or next week, you're behind the 8-ball.
yes, you are.
Right.
So-
And then if they've got to back order something, you'll still be behind the 8-ball, huh?
Right. So we were on to the Kindle Fire. You can get one for an 8 gigabyte model for $199. B's got a Kindle Fire. It's really nice, but you can't really do everything that you normally do with a tablet. You can't just add just any old app that you want. Only their apps that they allow are able to be put on
The Kindle. They have different versions and different costs.
Yes. Well, the Fire is the most expensive one. It's the closest thing to a regular tablet.
And that's the colored.
The color screen, yep, and you got internet on it and the whole nine. As far as what it is, but then you can also get the Kindle. I think I got it on the list here. I think it's just a standard Kindle. The standard Kindle is just nothing more than a ebook reader. It's not really
Right,
a tablet.
black and white and
Black and white. You can get the
99.
textbook things and so on and so forth. And
Yeah.
it's not bad, but you don't get internet. You don't get all that other stuff on the smaller models.
Right. It's like like your cell phones and all that. You can buy cell phones whatever suits you, whatever your need is.
Right.
Be just like the iPad and all that. It's whatever your need is for this iPad or Kindle Fire or whatever, the Samsung or any of this stuff,
Right. Absolutely.
So
do I gotta
stop it? Yeah, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go.
No, I just said you got to stop and think of what you need to buy, and what's going to suit your fancy for using this. You just can't stand there and say, "Well, geez, I should have got this and I should have got that, but I only had this amount of money to buy it in the first place." And try to swap off some of the better parts of it.
Right.
You definitely got a budget if you're going to get a laptop or a iPad
anything.
or really.
Yeah. Well,
You want to make sure you get what you want to get,
right?
Because there's so many different versions out there.
I've never been a firm
everything.
believer in just going out and I can only afford $100 and I really didn't plan for it.
Right.
If you really want to do something good, then save up and do it right the first time.
Exactly.
Don't play this game. Well, I'll buy this one now, and then another 3 months I'll buy another
Then
one.
you're going to be buying extras, programming or software.
Well, let me put it this way. I remember the first laptop Snide ever got. Okay, I think we told him, you should probably go a little bigger on this or this, and he didn't. And we ended up doing an upgrade to it. I think a year and a half into it, Snide.
About something like that.
Right. So we ended up doing it. So there was another $200 or $300 on top of the original cost of the laptop.
Exactly. And if you'd just gotten it
in the first place, it would have been
$100 instead of $300.
Right.
Exactly.
So, that's kind of the whole thing that I always try to tell people, especially when you're, I'm not saying to go out and buy a $4,000 laptop just to get the top latest and greatest. I'm saying if you're in this price range, you're in the $500 price range, and they got another model that's just a touch better. They got a little more RAM. They got a little more hard drive. They got maybe some more software or something.
Wait for another paycheck.
Go get it and do it.
Right.
Because, it doesn't make any sense to skimp, if the upgrade is less than 10% of the cost or less than 20% of the cost, do it. I would wait and do the upgrade. So,
but it's not it. A lot of that technology is going to change overnight either. It's nothing more than getting the thing that you need to do your applications with. If you're a hardcore gamer like I am, I got the i5, but now I kind of look at it. How hot is the i7? Does the i7 get hot in the one that you got, Flip?
Actually, so far, no. We haven't tried Diablo yet because that seems to be the cause of the heat in the laptops right now. But
well, it's a very high processor intense graphic, game.
Yeah, surprisingly,
Right.
it's really not. Really for being a top-down looker, a role-playing game type thing, it really shouldn't be that bad. Really.
Yeah.
So, but evidently it is. So.
Well, like I say, when I start playing Diablo here, boy, I'll tell you, the heat that comes off the bottom of this, I'm beginning to think that I should probably go get that little high riser there with a fan, the extra fan.
Go get a little air conditioning for it.
Yeah. So,
Actually, they make them. They make a little USB. It's a platform that the laptop sits on. It plugs right into your USB. It's 5-volt, and it spins up 6 fans underneath this pad to keep your laptop cool.
There you go. Must be a little platform.
Yeah,
kind of thing?
it's like
Nice.
$42. It's about depending on if you get the 15-inch model or if you get the 17-inch model, and it literally just has a little dog tag that comes off, little USB tag tail.
Mm-hmm.
Plug right into your USB port and powers it right from there. No batteries, no nothing needed,
Nice.
no outlet on the thing.
It's
Great.
But I'll tell you, if you were playing Diablo with just a battery alone or battery operated, I tell you, you only get about a third of the battery life, and then it starts shutting down.
Hey, we got a comment on the chat room here. I've heard that the Diablo 3 has been a letdown. The originals were the great games, though. I don't know. I mean, if you really want to talk about gaming, I mean, Diablo 3, as far as technological wise and story wise, and them bringing it up to snuff and what you can do online and stuff, it's so much more than those original games were.
Right.
But considering today's day and age and technology, versus the original Diablo 1 and Diablo 2s, the Diablo 1 and Diablo 2s for their time were amazing, and I think that's the letdown
for
that
their
a lot
time, correct.
Right.
Yes.
I think that's what the letdown is for a lot of people with Diablo, is that Diablo 3 came out and it was really, really graphically amazing, but it wasn't much different than the original Diablos, except for the graphics.
I think the graphics are pretty awesome.
Well, the point of Diablo 3 is you can't cheat. There's no way that you can cheat. These cheaters have tried and they've been booted.
Well, that's true. They are cheating. They're just getting booted. There is a lot of moderation on Diablo 3. I don't know how much longer that's going to keep up, only because Diablo is not a paid service, so you're not paying a monthly fee for these people to sit around and watch for cheaters. So I think you're going to find that...
It's a paid online game.
Well,
You
no.
understand? Well, you pay for the right to have it downloaded to your...
You paid for the game once. You're not paying a continuous subscription so that they maintain and monitor those situations from now until whatever. So I think that's where there's gonna be a cutoff at some point, and Blizzard's gonna be like, okay, well, we can't keep up this. Can we afford it?
Can we afford to maintain to stop the cheaters?
Right.
But right now it's a good game, and I love to play it because there's the cheating is not there. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
But when is StarCraft 3 coming out, or Star what?
What, the new
3?
expansion for StarCraft?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
think that's coming out shortly, ain't it?
I think it's November if it's not October. The new expansion for StarCraft, I think, is the Brood. Oh, it's not Brood Wars, but it's where you play the Zerg. The first one, the first StarCraft 3 was about humans, and that was your storyline. And then the second one's going to be about the Zerg and that storyline, and you become the Queen of Blades, and do that whole storyline through. And then the third expansion, eventually, probably in 2013 or 2014, would be for the Protoss. So.
Well, all right. Well, it's almost time to go to break. So.
It is. We got like 1 minute.
Oh my God, where did the time go? Well, let me finish. All right. So, are you going to stay on past break, or you want to let us go on?
I gotta rest up a little bit. Not that I'm tired, but I just gotta rest up a little bit. We had the Grands here for a little while, and so I thought I'd get in a little bit of a phone call, and then you can go on with your show and our show, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
All right.
So thanks for having me on for a few minutes anyway.
All right, Snide.
And like I say, shout out to the Rochester General Hospital, and they're great people up there. You can't ask for anybody. And anybody that listens to the show, I think, is great. So,
good.
Thanks for all the well-wishers and blessers, and the prayers that were sent out to me and all that too for on TechTalk or on
Facebook, TechTalk, wherever. Yep.
Yep.
All right.
All righty.
Good.
Talk to you later.
Get better.
All right,
Be back.
Pops.
Bye.
All right. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
All right.
Anyway,
you're listening to Tech Talk Live. I'm Flipper.
and I'm JJ.
And that was Snide.
In recovery.
In recovery, yes.
Anyway, we're
I
going to go
I always thought recovery was a quart of whiskey and ho-hos.
to... Right?
So should I whip through the tablets real quick? Or should we do it on the other side of break?
I think we should do it on the other side of break.
All right, let's do it on the other side of break. Anyway, you're listening to Tech Talk Live. Oh, crud. Now that I changed the intro and outro, I can't remember how to do this.
Gotta love it.
All right, so there we go. We hit that, and I'm Flipper.
And I'm JJ.
You want to give us a call? 315-220-0692.
We'll be right back.
Sights to see on the internet, but for everything local, there's one place you can get it at fingerlakes1.com. Come on over to fingerlakes1.com. Make us your homepage. News, weather, sports, and fun. Log on to Finger Lakes One.
www.fingerlakes1.com.
You're listening to Free Music by Dano. Download free MP3s at danosongs.com.
With your hosts,
Flipper.
and I'm JJ, and Snide's on medical leave.
Yep.
Anyway.
I think he just wanted a vacation, so it's all good.
Right.
So anyway, hey, we're a computer talk show, technology talk show. Hey, we're in a really big show. And you want to give us a call, or you got questions, you want comments, you can either get a hold of us via email.
At techtalkliveny@gmail.com.
Or if you want to give us a call right on air while we're doing the show live every Saturday morning, 11 to 12 Eastern Time, you can give us a call at 315-220-0692. Or if you just want to give us a soundbite, you can call that phone number and leave us a message, and we'll play it right on air.
Sounds great.
So I think it's great.
Get your name in for the drawing. iTunes cards,
$25. By the end of the month, we're giving that one away. So before Snide called in, we were talking about going back to school. We're going to continue on that topic and talk about
finish up the tablets.
So really, I only got two more that I really want to talk about. Because, well, three more I really want to talk about. Barnes & Noble, of course, has their version of their tablet, the 7-inch tablets and stuff. Ranging from $150 to $200, the Barnes & Noble Nook tablet and the Nook Color tablet, both of which also comes with the apps for the textbook stuff, so you can save a lot of money on textbooks.
Right.
So, I mean, that's one big thing. If you really are having a kid go back, to college and, it's already expensive and you really want to get something halfway decent that, is going to be...
Cost-effective?
Cost-effective, yeah. That's what I was looking for. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's really a good one to get to as well, because, I mean, for $150, you can get a complete ebook reader, and they're not lugging around books every class.
Right.
So a lot of books are out there on it, and so on and so forth. So anyway, the Barnes & Noble Nook, also the one that's probably going to disappear now if they...
Samsung Galaxy?
Yeah, the Samsung Galaxy Tab 2. An 8 gigabyte version is $249.99. And it's a pretty nice tablet. It's got a quad-core processor in it, and it's very polished and powerful, and it has the latest Jelly Bean. I love that. I can't get over
the Jelly Bean.
I can't get over Android and how they name their operating systems. Ice cream sandwich, Jelly Bean. Yeah.
Makes you...
You could be a fat pig, too.
Oi!
Oh, we were the Lion King generation, speaking of that.
We were.
It was just... We had so much fun with that. And also, so the Samsung Galaxy is a great one if they stick around after that lawsuit win by Apple. The one that I really like and I wish I would have bought, because I ended up buying an Asus... Transformer tablet TF300T.
Right.
The screen just went on it. Thank God it's still under warranty, so I'm going to get a new one. But
the name sounds just awesome.
I know, doesn't it?
Transformer 3.
Yeah.
Right.
And you can get a docking station with a keyboard on it, so it literally converts into like a tablet/laptop.
Right.
So that's really neat too. And it comes with an Office product on it, so you can take your notes and stuff. I mean, it really has a lot of good features, but it was expensive. It was $350. And then it's another $150 for the keyboard, and then all that good stuff. But everything. It really does have a lot of nice features. I mean, it's not like it's
almost like my iPad.
Yeah. By the end of the day, you're spending that $500.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So,
except for I don't have the keyboard. I think I'm going to get the wireless keyboard attaches to the
the wireless
iPad.
one.
Yeah.
So you can lose that, right?
Make it like my own little laptop,
Yeah, well, that's kind of like what I want to do with my tablet eventually. Get the docking station so I can have it as a laptop and just take it with me wherever I go. So if I want to take notes, or maybe I see something, or whatever, maybe there's a show topic or something, I can just
throw it in there.
Right. So anyway, the last one, which I wish I would have bought, just because I think it might have been a little bit better situation than the Asus Tab. But this is one that everybody says is great for back to school, and you can get it as low as $209. Is the Acer Iconian or Iconia? I can't even pronounce it. Tab A200, 16 gigabyte model, offers a solid set of features, low price, 10-inch tablet, so you got a good 10-inch screen just like the iPad. You can also get another one that has a 7-inch screen, but I would probably stay away from it, the 7-inch screen, because Acer, for some reason, stuck with more of a square format.
Right.
Looks weird on the 7-inch. So, But that's just my opinion. But the 10-inch, like I said, is 16 gigabyte. Retails for $349.99, but I've seen it as low as $209.99 at Walmart and other places like that. And one of our chat people are talking to us about. Bought the 8 gigabyte Acer Iconia 10.1 inch. How do you like it? I think it's Tessie from Facebook. Yeah, it looks like Tessie from Facebook.
Does she?
He likes it. Oh, it's Andrew.
It's Andrew.
Hey, Andrew.
Andrew, he likes it. He likes it.
Yes, he likes the hey, there we go. We got live feedback from somebody who has it. He likes the Acer Iconia 10.1 inch. He got the 8 gigabyte model. He likes it. It's great. So thank you, Andrew.
Very good.
So that's my tablet review for Back to School.
Back to school. Of course, I got razzed a little bit about all the iPhone apps for back to school.
You did?
And I did.
By who?
Well, we won't mention any names, but Mimi. No. So we found some top 10 free back to school apps for Android.
Oh, there you go. That's right. She does have an Android, doesn't she?
She does. Oh. Number 10, the one I found, is mint.com for your personal finances.
Oh, I really like that. That was
right.
That's a really good product.
As a student on a tight budget, you'll need to make sure you got all of your funds under control. Mint Plus is all your personal finance accounts into one place, so you can manage your money from anywhere.
And it automatically connects to your online banking too,
correct.
I believe, right?
Track your spending, create a budget, and save money. That's my number 10 for Android.
Boy, I mean, the Dave Ramsey show like that.
Right, exactly.
Because the word budget's in there.
Budget.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's really nice. I like that idea, budgeting,
right.
and it automatically tells you about your online bank accounts as well.
Correct.
And then you can also, does it have a bill pay in it or not? I don't know. I don't think so.
I'm not sure about the Plus, the Mint Plus.
But the free app, at least it gives you the budget and
right.
shows you what's going on. Makes your kids more responsible, especially when they're going to college. It gives them that tool. You're putting the tool in their hand to help them be more responsible
correct.
Adults.
Fiscally,
so I like
fiscally
that.
responsible, correct.
Right. All right, what's next?
Mind you, some of these apps are free. Some of these are minimum fees that you have to
of course,
pay up front, of course. Number 9, MindJet. MindJet is the best way to visually capture and organize information, brainstorm ideas, take notes, track tasks from the convenience of your Android device.
So it's kind of like a mind mapping thing, like a Mind Mapper for PC.
Right, exactly.
Same concept. So you start with an original idea. So
exactly.
I should probably, I've really got to get away so I can pull those things up and actually show them on video. That'd be neat.
Your little blackboard.
Yeah, but do it like, well, actually, I could do that. Here,
right.
let's do it let's do the whiteboard. Hey,
okay.
This is great. I love doing the whiteboard stuff.
Okay.
So, whoops. I guess I got to figure out how to clear this. Hang on.
Right. Where's the eraser on it?
Oh, no, there's no... Oh, escape. That's what it was. Sorry, I forgot.
Right.
Okay, boom. Okay, boom. There we go.
Okay,
so mind mapping basically is a really neat technique that really can help anybody out with a idea. So, maybe this is Tech Talk Live, right? So this is our idea. What do we want to do? We want to do reviews, and we want to do... answer questions. So there's a queue. And we also want to do something like, jokes. Because we love jokes. We love to laugh.
Oh, definitely.
And then maybe we want to do something over here. So this is your basic mind map right here. So maybe this is computers. Okay?
Right.
And so, by the end of the day, this is your basic mind map. So to organize the ideas, then you can say, okay, what do we want to review? We want to review tablets. Okay. And... we want to do computers and laptops, maybe. So we're going to do laptops. And over here, maybe we're going to take questions. We want to take questions on repairs and troubles. So R&T. We want to take questions and comments on products, like we did with Andrew. Hi, Andrew. And maybe we want to do another thing where we take questions about internet stuff.
Okay.
And then maybe down here, jokes. We want to joke about
Snide.
Snide, yeah.
Right.
Of course,
right. Sorry, Snide was there.
That's fine. we gotta pick fun at ourselves. If we don't, we're gonna
right, exactly.
we're gonna pick fun at JJ and we're gonna pick fun at Flipper. All right.
Right.
They call him Flipper.
Faster than lightning.
Hell, that's what I forgot. We sing, too.
Right.
So we sing. So that's your basic mind map, and that basically takes this jumbled up information that's up in your head,
right?
And you take and you basically go, okay, this is my main topic. This is what I'm writing about. I'm going to write about this term paper, and I need to talk about this, and this, and then it jumbles it all. It takes that jumbled up mess up in your head and gives you an organizational piece. So that,
correct.
What was that? It was called
MindJet.
MindJet. All right. So MindJet. It's like Stay Puft Marshmallow Jets on your mind.
Correct.
All right, great.
Anyway.
I missed that joke.
Gotta love it.
I love it. All right,
so that was my number 9. Number 8 is Math Workout. Math Workout is a set of daily brain training exercises and math drills designed to enhance mental arithmetic.
Now, that is also for iOS, I believe.
I do believe so, too.
Right. A lot of these are for iOS as well.
Yeah, usually you can find, if you find it on Android, you're finding it on
iOS as well.
Right.
Yep. So, yeah, that's neat, too, because I was looking at that. That was one of the ones I printed off. I was like, oh, that's neat. I want that.
So you can test your mental math exercises in your brain once a day.
Nice.
Right. Exactly. Next, number 8. It's a local sales and deals shopping. We all know that students are a very tight budget. What you can do with this app, you can find the best sales in your local retail stores in town and save some extra bucks.
Now, what was that again?
It's local sales and deals shopping, it's called. So this app helps by identifying big savings from popular stores such as Walmart, Macy's, Target, JCPenney's.
Yep.
You also find great fashion, home, electronics, 80-plus national retailers. So,
back to school shopping, save some money.
Right. So that was my number 7. Number 6 is Gtasks for the Android. Gtasks is a simple and efficient Android to-do list app. It helps you organize your life in a simple and elegant way.
To-dos.
Yes. It has both local mode and Google account mode. You can sync with your Google Tasks perfectly. And you can share your list or your tasks item easily via Gmail, Note in Reader, messaging, Google Docs, and so on.
Nice.
Yeah. Number 5 is Google Drive.
Oh, Google Drive. I was going to talk about
Google
that.
Drive.
Google Drive, amazing free product. You can get, you don't have to pay nothing for it as long as you got a Google account. So if you got like TechTalk Live NY at gmail.com, we've got a Google Drive account. And basically it's your cloud storage for syncing up with all your different PCs and stuff. And then it also comes with some different tools.
Right. Google Drive, you can store all your files in one place so you can access them from anywhere and share them with others, actually. Upload files to Google Drive directly from your Android device. Google offers 5 gigabyte free storage, and with more available for purchase, of course. Yep. Use the Google Drive Android app to access your photos, documents, videos, and other files stored on your Google Drive. And I think it has some, some spreadsheets and software programming as well.
Yes, actually, Google always had like an Office suite to it.
Correct.
You could always open up like Excel files, WordPerfect files. They really did a wonderful job of doing. Making your documents interoperable.
Correct.
So
it's a great way to keep connected with loved ones. Since you can share it with everybody.
Right.
Next one, number 4 is Evernote.
Oh, great!
Evernote is another easy-to-use free note-taking app that helps you remember everything across all the devices you use, stay organized, save your ideas to improve productivity. Evernote lets you take notes, captures photos, creates a to-do list, record voice reminders.
Yep.
Make notes completely searchable, whether you're at home, work, or on the
Evernote's
go.
an awesome product. I got to tell you, I had that on my Asus until it crashed, so I got to send that back. Once I get it back, I'll get it back. But Evernote's really nice, and even Andrew says, I love Evernote. We do too. So
exactly. Of course, number 3 is a freebie everyone should have, especially if you're going back to school, is Dictionary for your Android.
Dictionary, Thesaurus. You should always have those apps out there. That's always a good thing.
Yep. Just install the app on your Android smartphone. You'll have Dictionary and Thesaurus with you everywhere you go. It won't necessarily be an app that you use every day, but it can be quite handy, I'm thinking.
Right.
So,
Just a quick reminder here, since we're in the middle of the second half here. Hey, if you got a computer question or you want to talk about what we're talking about, give us a call, 315-220-0692. Or
you can email us at techtalkliveny@gmail.com.
like us on Facebook.
And we're on Twitter.
We're tweet.
We're tweeting.
We're twits.
Yeah, twits. Yeah, there you go. Number two. Counting down. Class Buddy Lite.
What was that? I thought I had something like that. Let me see my pad.
Class Buddy is a great student planner app. The start of a new school year can be quite hectic, and trying to keep all things in order can be stressful. So this is where School Buddy app comes in to the rescue. It is a must-have schedule management helper for the busy school life. So these are all available on both the Android and iOS, but mainly these are.
Yeah, I was trying to find the one that I was looking for because there's another one out there that's that one was paid, right? Or is that free?
Class Buddy Lite, I'm thinking is going to be free. I'm sure there's a paid upgrade version to
Right.
most of these. So, if you want
Okay,
further.
go ahead. Keep going.
And number one is a book reader program, Aldiko, Aldiko, Aldiko,
Aldico?
Aldiko book reader, I do believe. It's a great app for ebooks.
Adico. Yeah, that's Adico. That's a bookshelf app.
Right, exactly. It's a
And
great.
it'll read the textbook format too, I believe.
Yep, it's a great app for ebooks. So you'll be able to read and download thousands of ebooks right on your Android tablet. Browse huge catalogs of ebooks, including bestsellers, new releases, classics. A lot of them are free. Or import your own EPUB and PDF files comfortably and customize reading experience right from home. Got font type, color, margin, night mode, etc. Bookmarks.
Right.
All available on this app.
All right, I got a few.
And that was my number one.
That was your number one?
For Android.
Android. All right. Well, I'm going to do Android and iOS because I wanted to talk about iPad, iPhone, and iPad.
Okay, very good.
If you're getting an iPhone and iPad, you're going to iPay. Let me tell you.
Yeah, exactly. And I pay. But I don't mind paying because I like it.
Well, okay. Well, there you go.
I like my devices.
A few apps that I really enjoyed was, I think you were talking about School Helper, right?
Yep.
All right. That was a really top app that also goes for iOS as well. What I really liked about it was that you can actually get your teachers to send you notes and assignments and stuff into the actual program if they have it.
Oh,
so
nice.
it's kind of a neat sharing thing. So this was a nice little write-up on it on Google Play, and then I found it for iOS as well. Really, really neat stuff. So that one's gone.
Next.
All right. New Geometry Helper version 1.05. I love this. I'm a big math person. I've always been a big math person. I love, I just absolutely love just being able to figure something out and get the right answer. Sometimes I get it without even trying. Just like, okay, that's the answer, and okay, whatever.
Back to the math thing real quick.
Yeah.
Siri.
Yeah.
Gotta love her.
Yeah.
Ask her.
You're really in love, aren't you?
You ask her.
You put a ring on it, didn't you?
No.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. Anyway, you push the button, you ask Siri, this is my math problem.
Right.
Blah, 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 blah. And she will give you the answer for you. Here you go. Have a nice day.
Hopefully, right?
Majority of the time, it's worked.
Well, that's nice.
I'm like, wow. And it'll even give you graphics and everything.
Really?
I'll break it right down for you.
Well, that's kind of like this geometry helper. You can actually put in a 2D and 3D geometry problems, and it downloads right on your Android phone or Android tablet or iOS.
Right.
And it comes up with a bunch of different things that you can start with, like, some different templates, like finding the area under a curve, or, trying to figure out angles, or maybe, pi r square.
Right.
I don't know. Most of my pies that I eat are round, but okay. But it is really, really neat, and it does everything from volume, surface area, curve lengths, calculated areas, complex geometry shapes. It is a perfect helper app.
Definitely.
For anybody going through math. And if you're having problems with math, this is a great app for you. Because if you're taking geometry for some reason, I'm telling you, if you're in high school and you got a tablet,
Oh my God.
and you're taking geometry, this is a great helper app just to be able to look at it and go, oh, that's how that works.
Exactly.
Okay. So that one's gone. I really liked Vocab 2. Did you see that by any chance?
I don't believe I saw that.
Vocablo. It keeps it's Vocablo. Vocablo 2 is a great. This is what I need. Great way to learn a new language, or just work on your regular English language.
Okay.
If you're English, if you're Spanish, or whatever else. It basically is like a little training. It's only for Android, but there's a sister app right on that page for the iOS. And it does everything from text-to-speech, many languages, and deactivate once known vocabulary for X days before learning them again. It just does a lot of things where it kind of mixes things up. You can export the vocabulary that you've done. You can import vocabulary from CSVs or text files. It's really, really neat.
It even tells you how to pronounce it?
Yes. It does text-to-speech in many languages.
Very nice.
And it's all new stylish design. Okay, so...
Cylinder file, out the back.
Yeah, I was going to put it in the 9, but whatever. Anyway, and one last app for going back to school for Mac iOS, and then the one thing about iPay. That's it. There we go. One thing that I really wanted to talk about, too, was, there's one more app. If you're big into math, I'm big into math, so I love math,
Right.
There's this really nice app just for Android, and it's called the Math Formulary app. And it does everything from basic arithmetic to algebra, analysis, geometry, trigonometry, analytical geometry, and logic. It does SD card installation. You can do just running it right off of the internal storage. And you can set up so many different math problems, and it even gives you this really nice interface that shows your work. So as it's working with you,
Right.
It shows your work so you don't get lost.
Nice.
So it's really neat.
One other little thing I like for back-to-school apps is Drag and Go.
Drag and Go.
Drag and Go. All work, no play makes you kind of dull. Use Drag and Go to access everything from Yelp to Pandora to Fandango. Find out about restaurants and coffee shops in the area, movie times, whatever you pleasure. Listen to music while you study or when you're finished and want to unwind. Not to mention that it could also be useful for your studies with access to Google, Wikipedia, and more. No typing required. This is a free little gem. Is voice activated.
Nice.
Gotta love it.
Gotta love it.
On the go, just say, hey, kind of like Siri almost.
Yeah, sounds good. Talking about iPay, finally another company out besides Mint and Quicken. Page Once, www.pageonce.com is taking on both Mint and Quicken and trying to come up with a better app, building a better mousetrap for you.
Correct.
So that you can do one-time bills, or even, I think it does repeat bills, but they don't like it for that. But you can pay your bills directly from your smartphone. It automatically links to your accounts, and you take a photo of your bill or your receipt, and you can pay it right there. Bink. Done.
Have a nice day.
Yep.
I love it.
So that's neat. That's really, really neat.
Very nice. Also, Amazon Student is another free app. And actually, this one I found for the iPad. Next, you're going to need some books. So, whether you're a college student in need of textbooks or a high school student with required reading, get great deals on books with Amazon Student on your iPhone or iPod Touch. You can even sell them and sell them back when you're done.
Nice.
So,
did you see Boundless? Did you see that?
I didn't see Boundless, no.
Oh, okay. Boundless is really a neat textbook-free option for students starting the next chapter of its service by this weekend, coming out of private beta and is opening its online doors to the world. Boundless is basically a textbook, scanned-in textbook site that actually an app that will actually get you your textbooks accordingly for a small nominal fee. So it's
nice.
So even if you don't have your textbooks, supposedly this place will do it. And it does Wikibooks. It does. I'm trying to find. OpenCourseWare. It will work with the consortium. It will work with Creative Commons, and it's really, I really think it's stand up that we got some of these places that are going electronic and making it interoperable for everybody to have books. So.
And you're not carrying around that big backpack in your bag.
Right, absolutely.
Dr. Bills.
Right.
Throw it on your tablet or your iPad.
So the other thing going back to school, probably we should just mention real quick, because we're almost out of time,
Right.
is laptops.
Definitely.
A lot of people are going back to school. You know, a laptop is a great way to have your entire life organized right there with a laptop.
And they're reasonably priced.
Oh,
so
reasonably priced,
definitely.
absolutely. And some of them, okay, I'm trying to find, oh, duh.
Right in front of you.
Right in front of me, duh. Anyway, some of the best laptops this year that a lot of people like, I mean, starting with number one, I really like, only because it's cheap and it works, is the Acer Aspire 5349.
You are a big Acer fan.
I am a big Acer fan. I don't know why I am, but it's something about them. I mean, I just fixed one too the other day, and it was easy to get in there and fix it and do what we had to do. But the Acer Aspire list price $328.97. It's a 15-inch laptop, and I believe it's an AMD product. If not, it's an Intel. Well, of course, that's the only two options, right?
Right.
The Apple MacBook Air 13-inch, $1,189. I've never liked Mac's price scheme.
Yeah,
but
their prices are a little...
But you can get a 13-inch Mac for your student going back to school for less than $1,200. And that's the MacBook Air 13-inch. And it's I believe I saw it at Best Buy last night, to be perfectly honest.
Nice. Some of these you can get right at Staples and stuff, too. Pretty reasonable, anyway.
Oh, yeah, some things, yeah. It depends on if they got it really... so I'm going to do two more here, and then I think we can close up the show, right?
It sounds good to me.
All right. So the Dell Inspiron 14Z, it's $799 at Dell. It's a really nice product. It looks like it's got the Intel iCore processors. It's a discrete AMD Radeon 3D graphics and an Ultrabook form factor, which is sub $1,000, because most of the Ultrabooks you can't find for anything less than $1,000. This is the first one I think I've found that is less than $1,000.
Nice.
And then, of course, you know, Lenovo has several models that are really good for students going back to school. And, of course, if I didn't mention this one, Snide would probably shoot me. So I will actually come back to, say, the Toshiba Protege.
Okay.
Which is not what he has, but the Toshiba Protege, an R835P88. It's $799. It's right at the Microsoft Store. It's listed for $849. It is an Ultrabook, and it's supposed to be an Ultrabook, but they say it's not really. It's too big to be an Ultrabook. And it comes with the iCore processor, a lot of RAM, and a decent video card where your student can do everything that they want, including play video games, if they get bored.
Right, exactly.
So there you go, Snide, just for you.
And that's been a wrap-up of Back to School.
Yeah,
items,
we just got
technology.
Yeah, we got a nice little comment on here. Manny Coos. Good show today, fellas, and I love Evernote too. Absolutely, Evernote rules. Right, Andrew?
I love it. So anyway, you've been listening and watching Tech Talk live
on FingerLakes.com, FingerLakes1.tv. Okay, FingerLakes.com, FingerLakes1.com. I'm so screwing this up.
Just find the link there, and it's much easier.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
Anyway, we're wrapping up the show with your hosts.
I'm Flipper.
I'm JJ.
And we're on every Saturday morning, 11 to 12. Check us out. We want this to be your show, so make sure to start calling in and emailing us. Hey, if you want to sponsor the show, get to our listeners. We get about 250 viewers a week, easy.
At least.
So, we're out of here.
See ya. Until next week.
You've been listening to your technology talk show. Tune in next time to Tech Talk Live.